Hello. Anybody home? Yes, no, maybe. Chat, let's just pretend for a sec. Let's see. I need this. Oh, I don't need any of this. Not that. Not Vanguard. Not the riot launcher. No, exit, damn it. Hit the exit button and stuff just fucking doesn't do that. That's kind of cool. And then I need a second password. Maintenance tomorrow at noon. Okay. We might do other stuff tomorrow. I haven't fully decided what this week looks like yet. That's a cute yap emote. I don't know if Robin can hear me, but that is a good emote. GG's. I think about this a fair bit. Like, I kinda want to, like, just also stream to Discord. But it would be such a mess on the current. Oh, it's such a good song. I almost clicked the switch button. I've been off crafting again. Sorry. You'll live though, I'm sure. Dude, I can't figure out where my keyboard is supposed to go. I feel like no matter what I do, I am selecting the wrong place for it to live. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we logged out here. I need shrubs. I need shrubs and I need rocks. I need like a swingy rock and a swingy rock and some steps this way. What are they called? The garden steps? Wait, is that not what they're called? Step? stepping stones is what they're called. I kind of want to just grab a bunch, cause like I could use them elsewhere as well. Cause you could probably what the fuck kind of word was that? You can probably use them with I kind of want to change the path on the FC house too. I almost wrote FC house. There is a gravel path. Garden gravel. This is like the same thing as the paths we're using. But I feel like maybe placing those wouldn't make it so obvious that stuff doesn't like fully match up with each other. Also, because it's like gravel, we can probably lay them more close to each other. I don't know how I would do things here. Let me out. Also, I'm the only one who's hanging out down here, so I don't care. Okay, have we made money or have we been cheated? I think we've been cheated. Okay, we have to we have to go in and tweak our wood slats then. Items. Here we go. What's the new price? No, we do not have to do that. There's one after us. Or one lower than us. We will be fine. I will take this money though, and I will see what we're selling. What we can sell. This wasn't worth anything, was it? No. Oh, it's also an indoor furnishing, so couldn't even use it if I wanted to. That's cool. 37. Chat, do I give in and also play 11? Is this our calling? Is old Final Fantasy MMOs our calling? I don't know. 36, 487. Oh yeah, this completely tanked. It hasn't sold in over a week. What about this? This had one beating us by like a singular guild. These always sell in like stacks of 10 or 5 or a billion. 28, 4, 9. 6. If this keeps dropping in price, it's probably just better to sell it hard physically. Also, I know we're not in the same place we were when we ended streaming yesterday, but we get to travel there for free, so don't worry about it. I will first travel here for free though. Alright, I should... I should try to get used to that. It plays the same if I just hold my right click. So there is like no reason not to play it. Other than you're moving faster. Oh shit, we can gamble again. Chat, let's go gambling. Market prohibited. That's lame. Also, I understand why those are market prohibited. Also, this dress, the caster dress, looks so good. Let's see. We have a non-bear. Is it worth anything? The only real benefit to like Legacy is when you discover that you fucked up and you need to go back from a thing. Oh, ow. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Because that puts me on the thing next to the company chest. So if it's not worth anything, we'll put it in the company chest and then someone else can have a non-bear. The thing is, I need to... Your camera running behind you is a little cooked. That feels weird. I don't think this actually goes in here, but it does that now. Yeah, we didn't make any money yet, so Create Mode can't have our garden path. I don't like how the camera moves in this. Because, like, if you do this one, and you turn, oh, now it doesn't move at all. What does maintain camera distance mean? Oh, you get closer when you go back. Yeah, no, we probably don't want to do that. But in standard, the thing that is annoying about standard is that you just turn on your left and right. You kind of have to strafe. You have to use the strafes. You can still use the strafe if you're in legacy mode. You just swap. I can't talk today. You just swap. What is direct chat? What? Transportation cutscene? What is standard camera adjustment? I'm asking a lot of questions tonight. Does that fix my problem with this? No. Neither does that really. I mean, I usually move with my mouse anyway. But yeah, we'll try it. We'll see how we like it, and I don't know where it is. I don't really like this idle animation. I used to use this. There was a plain one. camera auto adjustment thing was like solely for... Oh. I figured out what it does. Yeah, it's supposed to be only when moving. Wait, we cancel this and then we do it again from here. Lazy. Yeah. I fucked up. Dude, False is doing like personal attacks in my live tweet replies. It's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Wait, Lotus Flame? Far East Flame. Wait. Isn't Flame called... What's his face? Well, that's Celestial Flame. Never mind. You should not be allowed to use the same shorthand. Oh, that's one of the things that I like really want everyone here for. See? That's smart. I need to remember the strafe. I also need to remember to sit up straight. Do you have a book? Oh, look at you. You have a book with text now. I think I forgot and turned in my old book, the color palette thing. Is that like the world's smallest pot? Yeah. They're also lost. Cat. It's the same. We have some ways to go. Oh, I don't like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is like it travels on both clicks, so you can't like. You kind of have to click the buttons if you want to. Do anything looking at your character fly, which is really annoying. Cause like I'm used to I set my camera so I can see whatever, and then I just fly up with this always points down. I don't want to do that. I think I don't want to deal with that. And then we'll just. I am so used to slide casting sideways anyway to get out of this thing that is behind me that I'm sure it'll be fine. I need to know if that is actually faster or not. Working on a full stomach. This young man has the furtive air of someone about to make an audacious request. Sorry to be a bother. Would you be willing? But will you be passing through? You want me? No. Paul lives over that way, and I've been meaning to pay him a visit, but this job's keeping me busy, a little too busy. Anyway, I was hoping you could tell him from me that I'm doing fine and working hard, and let me know if there's anything you need. His name is Juan Kempe, and he works down at the kilns. Hate to impose, but I'd be real grateful if you could do me this favor. Sure. I will also be doing this thing. Oh, the forlorn battle maiden. Okay, that is a bunch of extra XP. That's nice. I say a bunch of extra XP, but it like barely moved the thing. Hello. Can I help you? Boy sent you all the way here to tell me that. Just thinking of going to check up on him myself, so it looks like you saved me a trip. Well, it's good to know he's got steady work. He's been fired anyway, so he must be doing something right. You know, are always eager to learn new ways of doing things, which is why my son threw himself into the cerulean business. Thing is, for those of us still living here, upholding our traditions, we worry our youngins, that youngins like him are pushing themselves too hard to keep up with all this newfangled technology. Kids these days. I hope he's getting enough rest and eating right. That gives me an idea. Hate to burden you any further, but do you reckon you could take this food to my boy? Reckon a belly full of pemmican, maybe? Will do him more good than a lecture from his old man. Okie doke. Dude, I had this whole sitting, this posture thing figured out yesterday. But today I just can't get it right. You're back. Did you meet my paw? Food. Sent you back here to deliver this, as if I hadn't asked enough of you already. It's pemmican. Why, I used to practically live on this stuff back home. I figured it out. Doesn't give me enough strength for a whole day's work and maybe another day's after that. Can't tell you how much I appreciate all you've done for me. Oh yeah, Twist of Fate. I can use this on the next fate that comes along. Melancholic worker, what do you want? Your help is required in a rather sensitive undertaking. Say there, traveler. Did you come here from Eorzea by any chance? Just as I thought. If it's not much to ask, not too much to ask, I could use your help. Truth is, I'm about to go pay my respects to my friend's grave, and I think he'd appreciate having someone from Eorzea giving a little prayer. It's not far from here, in a little cemetery on the outskirts of town. I'll wait for you there. I promise I won't keep you long. No, hello? Oh wait, I remember this place. We have like a quest out here. We made jokes. Glad you make it truly. This here cemetery is a resting place of all kinds of folks. Those born and raised nearby are buried alongside those that came from far and wide. You see, my friend was a sailor from Eorzea. Well, to be more precise, he was a ship's engineer, and he came here to teach people how to operate a whole host of machinery. But even with proper training, it's a dangerous line of work, and he was killed in an accident. As you can imagine, we don't get a lot of folks from Eorzea here, and it would mean the world to me if someone from his homeland could offer him a prayer, like you say. Oh, it's respect. I didn't... I feel like pray was like what we were asked though. So that's the way everything's are there. Then, simple but beautiful. To tell the truth, I wanted to see it firsthand to learn how to do it myself. It's part of the reason I wanted to bring you here. Very grateful for you sharing this custom with me. From now on, whenever I come to offer him my prayers, I will remember what you have shown me. Oh. That is... I was not expecting... You get more XP from this. We will sidetrack a little. Just because we have a lot of levels left and we do not have that many side quests to go. To say hello. Hello indeed. Oh, I hit my money instead of mine. Ooh. Yep, we'll just kite. Oh, he's pissed. No. I'll return to Plague now. Good luck. Dude, I am sure that there is stuff I'm supposed to do that I don't know about. Can I, like, put down this? Make myself take a little less damage. So like, what is the trick for like oh, that's the tether. I figured it out. Okay, that helps. That actually helps quite a bit. We're going this way though. Not gonna lie, I thought that the custom deliveries was here. Foreman, what do you want? Evidently breathtaking views of the Shiani wilds are enough to make one forget their responsibilities. Hello there, traveler. Could I trouble you with something? My colleague hasn't shown up for her shift, you see. I fear she's daydreaming over on Mount Louisoix and Sausail? I don't know. I go fetch her myself, but I can't leave the yard. Not when there's work to be done. Would you mind going in my stead? No. It's to the west of here. Great big boulder. You can't miss it. When you find my colleague, tell her she's needed back at the yard. Oh, and the view from the top of the mountain is incredible, so feel free to take in the scenery while you're at it. Dude, I love when, like, little mountains and stuff are, like, described as the rock. There is a thing in... Oh, that was actually nice of the thing to, like, be like, oh, buy. You get a sightseeing log out here. What's the last one? Sights of Shenanigans are wondrous to behold. I would capture this scene in honest words, for the truth requires no embellishment. It's so bad you don't actually get any hints for these. I haven't. Wait, I haven't even activated the Shadowbringers ones. Oh, that's a future me problem. Can I help you with something? Oh, it's not time already, is it? Sorry you had to... Crepes? I think it's drapes. That is one of those words where I'm like, I've heard it, but I've never seen it spelled. All the way out here on account of me. It's so easy to lose yourself in this wonderful view. Why don't you take a moment to look around while you're up here? It is pretty. I will have to give it that. It is really pretty. Plains, the settlements, great bridge to Tolial, all in a single sweep of your gaze. This place has changed so much in the last few years. I know some of the transformation. I know some find the transformation unsettling, but for me, I can't help but feel excited. Still, I don't want to forget the way things were before. That's why I come here so often, to commit the scenery to memory before it changes again. Tell you the truth, that Dotem showing up has put me on edge, but I think there'll come a day when I get used to the sight of it, I hope. Anyway, better get back to work. Thanks for coming to check up on me. Please give my apologies to the foreman. Wait, so how much do we actually... This is blocked. Kinda. If you do this, you can actually see all of it. And if it was like clear weather and not whatever the gales are. I don't actually... So, this game uses a lot of... This was like a controversy. It's like the dumbest thing in the history of ever. There was a debate at one point what kind of like reading level this game is on. And someone was like real pressed about the word egress. It was either egress or ingress. Which is like, it's like the simplest word to figure out from like the context of its use. Like, even if you have no idea what the word means, you can probably piece it together based on how it's used. Or rather, you should be able to piece it together based on how it's used. And people were like mega pressed about it. I don't remember if this was a Twitter discussion or a Reddit discussion or a forum discussion. But it was like a mega discussion, which I found really funny. Because like I stumble onto words in this game all the time that I haven't read before, but I oh, it's summer apparently. Okay. Will you be vacating or? I forgot what I was talking about. I know I was talking about words, but I don't remember why. Oh yeah, I see so many words that I've heard them, but I've never read them, so I have no idea. How they're pronounced, or I know how they're pronounced, but because I've never seen the spelling, it kind of throws me off. Thanks for your help, traveler. My colleague back a few moments ago. Engineer you spoke with. She's son of Watson, just like me. For those of us who call the plains home, Mount Louisoix and Sauceo, is a place of comfort. From that vantage point, our ancestors convened with the winds and the lands themselves. Perhaps my colleague was doing much the same. Anyway, she seemed bright-eyed and eager when she got back. Anyway, I ought to get back to my duties. Good luck on out there on the road. Thank you. I think for Evercold, we're gonna do healer leveling and our Black Mage MSQ at the same time. Just so we can have the areas be fresh in our mind when we do all the side quests. I think that's probably the best idea. Not entirely sure, but I think so. We're getting a hat. Just when you thought life in the desert could not be more unpleasant, along come the snakes. How goes it, friend? If you've got a moment to spare, I've got a little favor to ask. Just northwest of here, some of the railroad workers have been attacked by a pack of snakes. Aspis, to be exact. I know what you're thinking. Snakes don't hunt in packs, do they? Well, these do. There's one particularly huge one that seems to be the ringleader. If you're willing, I want you to go out there and kill it. Take out the leader and the rest will get the message. Tricky part is, it usually stays hidden, so I recommend taking out a couple of the smaller ones to get its attention. When you're done, bring me proof of the kill, won't you? I just have to murder 2 of these. Dude, I just learned the other day that there exists a really cool mod. Did I? No. is up front. This is a very, very confusing possible band evader. Goodbye. Thanks for playing. This placement is like kind of confusing to me. So this goes on one track, right? The track ends in one of these. Is that solely to get it on here for loading? Also, why wouldn't you just fucking merge and then put it back? Glad to see you in one piece. So, got any snake bits to show me? Remains. Also, why wouldn't you build this as like a larger building to just hold all of this inside? So you didn't have to make multiple tracks. Riddle me that. Would you look at that? Must belong to a real whopper. Yes. Whoppers indeed. Someone gets themselves bit and might even... Wait, what? Reckon we could even use this to make an anti-venom. Someone gets themselves bit and might even save their life. You know? Almost hate to say it, but if there's any more of that snake still out there, we could sell its skin for leather. We can even eat its meat, which is surprisingly tasty. This might even end up being a good source of revenue for the company. Better run though, or the other desert critters leave me with nothing but the bones. Thanks for the help. Stop. Someone has started this. What a lovely melody. Could listen to this all day. I don't know about that one, Chief. Where's the rest? The horns that bind us. Stern headstrong has something both pointy and poignant. for you to deliver. Hello, traveler. If you're bound for Louisoix, I have a favor to ask. Could I get you to deliver this polished horn to my sister? Find her tending the field on the outskirts of the town. She shouldn't be hard to recognize. We have the same hair color. You don't have the most easy to identify hair though. Is it 8 for an... It's 8 for an 10, isn't it? Oh, it's 8. It's morning soon. Hello. You apparently wanted this, or your sister wanted this? This horn. Oh, I knew they would come, but it's sad to think he's no longer with us. Appreciate the delivery nonetheless. I hate to ask any more of you, but there is something I want to give my sister in return. Harvest a handful of vegetables from that plant and take them to her, would you? I know I ought to do it myself, but the crops won't tend themselves. Anyway, tell her that I'll come visit soon. I miss the squapes, dude. Oh, the squapes. Squapes was a good time. Oh, this is amazing. Final Fantasy XIV is getting hype again. A new virus outbreak is detected. People jumping from World of Warcraft to other games. Where have I heard this before? Man, I was looking for something and I couldn't find it. We did find it funny though. Welcome back, Traveler. Well, what is it you have there? Fresh veggies. Fresh and plump. These look delicious. Clearly, my sister's been hard at work. I suppose you're wondering why I had you deliver that horn. It came from an old Ronic bull that had recently passed away. It was our Hetzo, one of many creatures we Hetzo seek guidance from throughout our lives. My sister and I, our souls are unbound together through that relic. So, too in death as much as in life. One horn I gave to my sister, the other I keep with me. It struck me as a fitting symbol of the connection. I'm sure she understood. She may have moved to Hosatawi, but she still had throne. Nothing will ever change that. Anyway, judging by her message, I can expect a visit from her any day now. I should prepare a feast to welcome her back home. Thank you, traveler. Sisters, we're fortunate to have met you. Oh. Dude, I really want to find more Final Fantasy creators. If anyone has any tips, I'd love to hear them. Perhaps irreplaceable rings should not be taken on fishing trips. Sorry to trouble you, but how good are you at diving? Above average. What? You can breathe underwater? In that case, you're everything I'd hope for. Better in fact. Alright. Here's the embarrassing part. While I was fishing, I somehow managed to drop an irreplaceable ring into the lake. Scrambled to catch it before it sank, but it was too late. I tried diving in to search for it, but only to find the lake is far too deep. Can't hold my breath long enough to reach the bottom, never mind find a ring while I'm down there. Please help me get back my precious dusk ring. It's actually paired with another, and this stone ring. An enchantment changes their stones blue when close and red when close-ish. Other words, you can use the stone's color to find my lost dusk ring. It'd mean the world to me if you could bring it back. Okay, come on, Tropo. We're fishing. Oh, you've arrived at the Vista. Recorded with your sightseeing log by using the emote lookout. I did not know it just told you that. Lake Twatty. Actions. This was a lot of stuff at once. Okay. Fishing. I understand why they aren't upgrading our fishing stuff, because like they haven't done anything with spearfishing. But it feels kind of bad when you're doing your leveling of all your stuff and Fisher is like just somehow a bajillion item level behind. Okay, so it's not at the bottom. So it's somewhere below. Oh, green glow's red. I'm stupid. I should have just. I need to read my quests. Does not respond. There we go. Magical motorcycle, indeed. So, as long as this doesn't unlock a chain, we are actually done in the area and can move on. You found it? I can't believe it. Before I go getting all giddy with excitement, could I have both rings, please? Dawn ring, dusk ring. What's the depression shop, but I can't spend money? Someone else buy shit they need / want and let me live vicariously through their shenanigans, please and thank you. No, I actually can't do that either. Is it? My dusk ring. I don't know how to thank you. Now I can finally propose to my beloved. The tale passed down in my family tells of a man, one of our ancestors, who crafted the dawn and dusk rings to express his heart's desire to his true love. Magical bond that exists between the two rings, joined them as a pair, much like dawn and dusk themselves. Ever since, these rings have become the traditional gifts given in our marriage proposals. And now my time has finally arrived. I'll never forget what you've done for me. I'll be sure to tell my future children all about it, and my children's children. That is excessive. We just... I found you a piece of jewelry. It ain't that deep. Got it, yeah. Hopefully Roven will show up with updates on his housing adventure. And there will be some good news that we can live off of from there. I have never seen this fight spawn, ever. And I don't know if there is anyone who's tracking it right now. I'm missing that, and I'm missing the... I'm missing a couple of Endwalker ones. I don't know if there is one in Shadowbringers. Okay, what is our quest situation here? There's nothing here. There's one up there. I think it makes sense to do this side first. I just want to go look at Alexandria. Those are some angry lightning pits, dude. Look at it go. Rup. Oh, it's so good. Look. It's Final Fantasy whatever. I don't know. I didn't play all of them. I should do that, though. I really should sit down and play through all of them. A lot of them are shorter games. Oh, I was having a really interesting talk with Blame yesterday. That was like properly good. Hello? Soccer practices and games tonight. Enjoy. I'll be noodling at this. Just freaking. That is impressive. 70 streams straight. Oh. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this side first. And then we do this, and then we do these. I really wish this would, like, let us go inside. I really wish there was, like, small things. There is a bunch of small things happening out in the world. Mind you. But I just wish there was, like, more little things to find, if that makes sense. Like, if you go in here, like, way the fuck into, the cave of nothingness, there could be, like, a little lore thing or something. Because, like, it doesn't need to have a name, but it's, like, very clearly a place that was active and was blocked off by people. So maybe you could have, like, a little lore thing in there about, like, I don't know, why it was blocked off, maybe? Veteran Hunter is sick of waiting around. Rough place for a stroll, ain't it? I'm impressed you made it out this far. If only my trainee had the same grit. Plan was to go on a hunt together, but I haven't seen hide nor hear of her all day. I reckon the lightning got her scared stiff. We're supposed to meet here, so I'd rather not step away if I can help it. Could you swing through the outskirts and look for a fresh-faced hunter quaking in her boots? Sure. I'm not going to reach that in time. Can I help you? Meant to ask you to come find me? Oh no. Well, I'm not proud to admit this, but that lightning is making me weak in the knees, and not in a good way. Oh my. This is rather embarrassing, having only just met, but it always helps to settle my nerves when other hunters would cheer me on. Might I ask you to do the same? Thanks, that helps a little. I think I'm feeling brave enough to finally set a foot out there. If you should notice me starting to lose my nerve, I hope you'll be there to cheer me on again. Oh, it's the worst type of escort mission where the character just fucks off and then we have to catch up and scare them back into shape. Oh, the little moth is here again. Can I ask you something? How are you not terrified of the pylons? I know they function as relay points for the energy gathered out there, but they quite literally attract lightning. Every strike is like an explosion, rattling me to the bone. I hate it. It's not much safer standing around here, so may as well keep going. If I stop again, I need you to really psych me up, okay? I don't want to be out here. Mainly because I don't have the gear. No, it may not seem like it, but your moral support is a tremendous help right now. So close to rendezvous point, but the roared lightning really isn't helping my nerves. Maybe I'll pretend it's Asterodia. Yes, just a big bloodthirsty Asterodia. How the fuck is that gonna help? Training here told me the whole story. If it brought you lit a proper fire in her belly, eh? To her credit, she did well on her hunter's exam, and I reckon she's got promise. Not like she's the only one who's nervous about the lightning anyhow. Besides, your words of encouragement seem to have struck a chord with her, so I have faith she'll overcome it in time. Now, if you'll excuse us, we've got some monsters to hunt. Take care. That is so annoying, because like if you're not in the party and you don't get equal amounts of kills, you just get silver for participating. It doesn't matter if you joined every single kill or whatever. So like, if you want to be a mega dick about it, which you shouldn't, but if you wanted to be a mega dick about it, what you could do is you could get a job that has like a wide AoE, and just go to an area, not go into one of the faith farming parties, and just run around and trigger all the enemies, and then everyone gets silver except you, because you had damage on all the enemies first. It's a really shitty thing to do, and you shouldn't, but you technically could. Electrope enthusiast is scrutinizing the machinery. Well, if it isn't Her Majesty's special guest. Did our electrical capacitor catch your eye? Machines here run on electrobe, so the capacitor serves as a battery, storing the lightning energy as it rolls in from all the pylons we've erected. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you around and tell you more about our system. Pique your curiosity, eh? First, let's head downstairs to the power converter. Ask about the cubicle building. That's our food storage facility, and by converting lightning energy to ice, we've created a refrigeration system that can prevent spoilage. It's a good godsend, I'll tell you that. These parts get a lot of rain and humidity, so if we didn't have refrigeration, we'd have a massive mold problem on our hands. Interesting. That is actually interesting. I really like when games want to show us all the cool shit that they made and like how they made it make sense. You know? After lightning energy is absorbed in the electrocapacitor, it's transmitted to this power converter. Its function is to stabilize and distribute appropriate levels of energy to each household and facility. You look lost. Are you more of a visual learner? Let's pay a visit to the partitioned water tank on the north side of town. Is there another thing? No. Right, so after lightning energy is allocated to the residential grid, it's utilized in a variety of ways, one of which is that tank there. Normally, it's a receptacle for filtering rainwater, but by using an electrode to convert the lightning energy to fire, however, we can have hot water readily available at any time. Amazing, isn't it? Lastly, let's go and have a look at the control tower just up the stairs. Okay. So again, making sure that we didn't miss additional lore stuff. These panels enable us to freely adjust each of the public utilities individually. Utility Manager monitors the operational status of each facility, keeping an eye out for any problems. Not a glamorous job, but it's important work. Well, I think that about covers it. Let's loop back around to the electrocapacitor, shall we? think we shall. And then I think I'm gonna take a short break after that. So, how did I do? Hopefully, I've answered all your most burning questions. Believe it or not, I'm not actually an engineer, just an apprentice. I was inspecting the capacitor when you arrived. Thanks for letting me ramble, though. It was a great opportunity to brush up on my studies. No, thank you. Like, actually, genuinely. Wait, what was that? I only saw the god. I wish that was me. Only one of my friends was just assigned to. Brother, your bubble is too fast. Just assigned a role of hunter. Ah. Wish it were me. I only passed my exams. Ah, incredible. There's dirt. Walkway, natural selection. Natural selection will be fighting stuff, probably. History Reforged might be fine. Storm's traces, I don't know. I think we're gonna go do this. Well, we're gonna do this after I've had a break. Is this a chair I can sit on? Does this recognize as a chair? It does. Cute. Alright, so I'm gonna park myself here. And I'm gonna get up and move around. Oh. I sound a little crunchy. I think that when I come back, we will run up to solution line real quick, just to reset some retainers. But yeah, I'll see you all in just a little bit. Hello. How are y'all doing today? How's things? We will continue. And hopefully it won't be too bad. Louisoix is ready to dig into the mystery. Alright, time to get started. Well, I suppose I've already started, but you know what I mean. First things first, we should have you take a look at the fields and see if you can spot anything that strikes you as unusual. You go ahead and make ready. As Coinkeeper, it would be remiss to overlook the matter of Maga's payment before she leaves. I'll send her along shortly. Okay now, meet me by the bridge just outside of town when you're ready. Yeah. Forgive me, but I wasn't entirely honest just now. You will of course be paid for your services, but there is something else I wanted to discuss. I have a personal favor to ask of you. It concerns Schlatts. She was born after lands fused, you see, and her parents, well, none of us can remember them. Townsfolk have all done their best to look after her, but I suspect she may struggle with things she doesn't feel she can talk to us about. Her reassignment by the government, for instance. For an outsider like you, however, I suspect she may be willing to open up. Perhaps you could find a quiet moment during your investigation to talk to her. Thank you. Your help is much appreciated. On both counts, of course. Now run along, and don't forget you're to meet up with her at the Southern Bridge. Give me... There you are. Auntie really talked your ear off, didn't she? Well, I'll spare you my idle chit-chat. You walked these fields with Her Majesty, right? What was your first impression? Be honest and don't hold back. Any little critique might help. Does anyone run a farm in this weather? It's dreary. Oh, I didn't realize that was an issue. But now that I think on it, this place used to get a lot more sunlight in the past. That's why it's called Eosolani after all, where the clouds dry in the Shetona tongue. It's only thanks to electro-technology that the farm has survived this long, especially those pillars at the center of each field. They're a true godsend, converting lightning energy into not just water, but also fire to stave off the cold and earth to replenish the soil. They were the first thing I thought to check, but they are perfectly functional. Still, you have a point. This isn't exactly prime farmland. Maybe there's an underlying problem with the soil that can't be mitigated with our tech. In that case, I say we roll up our sleeves and examine the fields more closely. I'll take the east side, so the west is all yours. Sound good? Great. If you spot anything out of the ordinary, just give a shout. Likewise, if I find anything, you'll be sure to hear it. Now, let's get to it. It is so incredibly cool, though. Soft soil. Soil is well drained with just the right amount of moisture. An effect of the electro pillar, perhaps. In any case, nothing appears to be wrong. I need some more. I need some more weather glams. Soil is faintly worn to touch. Evidently, this electro pillar is doing its job. If you listen carefully, you can make out a muffled crackling sound from underground. Shalawaki? I don't know. We'll want to hear about this. Why did everything suddenly get so tense? Soil is nice and crumbly, owing not just to the electro pillar, but the dedicated maintenance of the farmhands here. There's no glaring issues that you can spot. Now that you've investigated all the fields to the west, you should apprise Shalawasi of the strange crackling sound you heard earlier. Okay. This is a field where you heard the funny sound. Well, I'll be. There it is. Sounds to me as though it's coming from deep underground. I'm impressed you caught it with those little ears of yours. So, should we start digging? Just gonna be that one giant asshole in there. You know, this soil feels a little too warm. What's that smell? Mushrooms? Ah, I found something. It's a box and some sort of measurement device. That's enough crackling you. Now, let's see what's inside the box. Papers. Someone's report, it looks like, was written here. To Chauncey from Emporium. Concerns about toxic X-ray infestation. I don't know. How does the farm's founder know my name? And why would they pen me a letter? I write to you regarding my concerns for the future of this farm as well as their potential solutions. This farm survives by the mercy of its technological support, but if the same crops are planted again and again, over a sustained period of time, there is a chance the yields will weaken. Don't believe it. That's precisely the problem we're having. This is a brilliant discovery. I need to sit down and read everything that's written here. You go and tell Auntie about this? Those are nice boots. Kind of not the biggest fan of how this game tucks legs. It usually looks wrong. Welcome back. That gleam in your eye tells me there's been progress. Where's Shallow? Letter with her name on it, buried in a box in the fields. Her eyes must be glued to the pages even now. I wish I could offer you more details about but those memories must have been taken to the cloud. I'm sure it must seem very strange to you that we forget the dead. Even we struggled to come to terms with it at first. But we all came to the same conclusion. For the Tirali citizens to make a life of ourselves out here, we would have to wear the regulators, all of us, even baby Shallow. At any rate, what matters is that you've managed to find a lead. Carry on with the investigation and do let me know how it goes. Chain! Oh, that's nice. We can get some XP without, repeatedly dying in battle. Has an idea of where Shallow might have gone. Shallow King. I don't know if it's Key or C. Shallow said she wanted to sit down and read, did she? In that case, I suspect she's at the control tower right about now. It's the facility that houses the town's electrical equipment. She's been haunting the place ever since she was a child, and anytime she needs to read something without distraction, not, you'll find her there. As for why she's so taken with the tower, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I'll mark it on your map. Go and check on her, won't you? Oh, hello. Perfect timing, actually. Just finished reading over the report. Turns out the Emporium was a Shetona woman. And apparently she's also, well, we'll get to that later. More importantly, this report details the major problems she foresaw impacting the farm decades down the line, which is to say right about now. It says she buried this microbial colony counter with her findings, so that the moment this particular problem started to manifest in the fields, the alarm would sound and draw someone's attention. Now, I wanted to ask, have you ever been to Yasalani Station? The report suggests a solution for our problem, but it requires a special device she apparently left all the way over at the station. Before you say anything, don't worry, I won't be running headfirst into danger on my own again. That's assuming, of course, you would accompany me there. Thanks. Make whatever preparations you need, then meet me at the Halo. I'll be waiting. That was always kind of weird to me. Regardless of like the RPG, but I understand like it's part of the open worldness of RPGs. But the fact that you approach a quest and there is like something super important that is about to happen, and then the music is all dramatic and the people are like, this cannot wait, and then in the next sentence they're like, yeah, so how about you go do all the things that you want to do, and we'll meet up here eventually. I'm like, man, the entire world is at stake and everyone is about to die, but you want me to go side questing? All set? Excellent. So, about the problem with the farm. According to the report, the cause of the declining harvest is an infestation of X-rays, a type of toxic slime mold. With the electrode pillars fertilizing the soil, everything in the ground stands to benefit, good or bad. That's why the farm hands weed the field so aggressively. But by hiding out of sight under the topsoil, the X-rays have had free rein to draw vital nutrients away from the crops. The more they multiply, the smaller our yield. In short, if we're to save the crops, we'll need to exterminate the X-rays. And to do that, we'll need the device that is stored at the station. Are you with me? Sure. But what I don't understand is why Yopye would store the report and the device in two separate locations. Wouldn't it have been easier to put them both in the box? Oh well, no point in wondering, I suppose. Shall we be off then? Oh, so this is how we learn about her life. That's good. Discuss village. Here we are at Teshpiani, where the stones howl. The EOPA's report claims that both she and Onvi Nakente used to live here. Then the land changed so drastically that the entire village was all but flung into danger. That's when Queen Scene turned up. After some discussion, it was decided that the villagers would take refuge in Everkeep. While most were content to stay there, some grew to miss the feel of nature beneath their feet, so they decided to resettle in the outskirts. On the end, the others could be living the high life in Solution 9 right now if they wanted, but instead they remained loyal to the land. That dusty old town means the world to me. I originally took on the role of engineer so I could help make life easier for everyone. If I'm going to be responsible for the farm, then it's up to me to solve its problems, whatever they may be. The station is coming up now, just over the hill to the southeast. I'm not in any hurry to cross the finish line though. Slow and steady wins race just as well. Oh yeah, this is like... Yeah, we had meet people in this place. We also, I think we parked ourselves here at some point. Decrepit buildings. Seems a downright waste to me. With a little elbow grease, these houses could be good as new. But I suppose it's too far from the safety of Everkeep. You know, that reminds me. Apparently the Tonewalta and the Shatona used to be sworn enemies. Can you believe it? But then some king glue something or other mended the rift between the two peoples, and they came to share the land peaceably. This all happened before Auntie was born, so who knows how many decades ago that was. That thing is terrifying. Also, I kind of want to... I talked about this, but I kind of want to do, like, community things. Like, Eureka, and, like, the content that... A lot of the, like, grindy content that I haven't done before. Let's go see Everkeep. Come quite a ways now. Look at the view of Everkeep. When I was little, I attended school there with the other kids from the outskirts. That's where I learned all I needed to work as an electrical engineer. UPA wrote in her report that she once took those same classes. She said the mysterious machines were a new frontier she couldn't help but want to explore. Then she used the knowledge she had gained from her formal education to build up UPA's hello. Curious as she was about the technology, it seems nature was her true passion. When I think about all the love and care that went into the Halo, I'm not sure I have any business taking charge of it. We're nearly there now. Hurry and secure UPA's device. UPA. I don't know. I really hope we can, like, get some... get some community things going. I want to do some like FC stuff, and I think Eureka might be a good place to start. If anyone would be down for like a Saturday Eureka thing. Discuss the railway. Truly a sight to behold, isn't it? I hope someday I get to see one of those huge train things running on it, like in the old days. Always had my suspicions, but now that I'm seeing it in person, I think I've actually been here before, back when I was younger. All my life, I thought it was just a silly dream I had. Remember walking along the tracks, hand in hand with someone grown up while they talked to me about the station and the lands beyond. Now I think I might know who it was. Addition to all the detailed information about the X-ray threat, Yuki also wrote about how life here changed after the land fused. Some of it I'd heard from the townsfolk, but her writings weren't without their revelations. Some more shocking than others. I haven't quite wrapped my head around it all just yet. That's why I wanted to make the trip out here, to give myself the time to let it all sink in. At any rate, I'm glad to have you with me. Okie doke. Not gonna lie, it felt kinda bad to see like all these abandoned places and like no one surviving here, because like that's always the thing, right? In Final Fantasy games, you come to some like rundown ass place, but there's still like a few people and a very tight community that lives there despite everything having gone to shit. Here we are at Yasselani Station. Quite the trek, eh? Before the land fused, people flocked here in droves. But these days, well, no need to state the obvious, I suppose. Now to retrieve UPA's device, I think she said it was in this building here. Storage cupboard, bottom shelf at the very back. Aha! Here we are. Apparently this special transformer has already been attuned to the farm's pillars. It should force the X-rays out into the open. Do you remember what I told you before about how the pillars convert the power of lightning into nutrients to help the soil? And the X-rays in turn steal those nutrients for themselves? This device will halt the conversion, funneling a massive energy current straight into the ground. In one fell swoop, the beasts will be deprived of their food source and given a nasty shock besides. To escape the shocks, they'll have no choice but to form fruiting bodies and burrow to the surface. That's when we strike, or at least that was Yoke's plan anyway. Isn't she incredible? She realized our soil was at risk of attracting fungi, so she planned out a detailed countermeasure decades in advance. I can scarcely believe someone as middling as me could have a mother so brilliant. Brother, we shouldn't be surprised. How long have you known? Found some sort of official document together with the rest of the report. It states that upon Yuppie's death, her daughter was to be given full control of the farm once she reached adulthood. Now I've come of age and I've been put in charge of the farm. What else am I supposed to think but that she must be my mother? Feels like something from a storybook. Tale of a humble villager who was, in truth, a descendant of a great hero. But Yuppie is no work of fiction. She was real, and she walked these lands just as I do now. When I was first reassigned to Yuppie's Hello, I thought there must have been some mistake. Why me, when there were surely countless others more capable? I still haven't found my answer yet, but if one thing's for certain, it's this. I won't let her legacy wither and die on my watch. At least now we've got a tentative solution for the farm's X-ray infestation. Let's head back to the outskirts and set about putting Yuppie's plan into motion. Also, I don't care if you're half asleep or fully here or fully lurking or whatever. I just want to thank you all for coming and hanging out as I play my fucking all-time favorite game. Even if we aren't like hardcore raiding or whatever, I just appreciate that y'all want to hang out here as we do our shenanigans and just enjoy what this game has to offer. You know something? I think I've come to understand why she hid the device all the way out here. I think maybe now that I'm a woman grown, she wanted me to see what's become of the life we once had. Just a theory, mind. Oh shit. We have sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wood slab partitions. That means that we've made just under 180,000 gil, I think. It's not as good as getting the retainer coffer things that can give us pure white or just black dye. After a long walk, I'm sure you must be as tired as I am. We'll enact our extermination plan soon enough, but for now, let's both take a moment to rest. Oh, and thanks for walking with me. I'll see you when you get back. Okay. I have that, and I have this. I do not have shortcake, and hot chocolate though. Spell speed. I think we have to take that. Just like take the thing that is the most convenient. Oh, we get music. This is the last quest in the chain. She's eager to Shaw is eager to mitigate the mushroom menace. Perfect timing. Just finished explaining everything to Auntie here. You know, I always wondered why the government would reassign you to Yuppie's Hello. Never imagined you were the founder's daughter. Honestly, I think they would have been better served choosing someone who was there from the beginning, someone like you. I don't even remember my mother, and yet it's because of her that I was promoted to head of the Halo. I may not be qualified to solve all of the farm's problems, but I can at least solve this one. It's about time we evicted those unwanted tenants. Once you're ready to get your hands dirty, meet me at the control tower. There is one last thing I think we'll need. Oh, for heaven's sake, here I thought she was worried over something serious. If anything, we were relieved that a local was chosen for the role. Sure, she may be inexperienced, but we all know she's got a good head on her shoulders. Well, she'll grow into it in time. I understand this whole ordeal has been a lot of trouble, but I want you to know how much I appreciate all your help. Now, I hope you'll forgive a little worrying on my part, but you do realize... fructified? X-rays are essentially mushroom monsters, yes? They're more troublesome than they look, so please be careful. No. No. I would actually like to not be careful. There are those castor pants again. They're like, they're a lot more detailed. There we are. Are you ready? I see the moth again. Oh, I almost had it. Are you ready? As soon as I integrate this transformer into the control tower's circuitry, those electro pillars are going to send lightning straight into the ground. Your job will be to survey the eastern and western fields and stamp out any fungal fiends that sprout up. Okay. Take this communicator and await my signal. Our plans begin as soon as you get into position at the farm. Did you have more to say? No. Testing, can you hear me? Transformer is connected and on standby. As soon as I activate it, the X-rays are going to come crawling up at full speed. There's no telling how many we ought to expect, so be on your guard. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, that's a... No, that's useful. Huh. Oh. Huh. I got hops, dude. to go out there. Are you hurt? How many were there anyway? Wow, you're incredible. Don't even sound out of breath. Well, if you're ready for round 2, I'll reroute the transformer to the fields on the other side. Once you're all done, meet me near the bridge. Can you rescue your chocobo? I've never tried. That sounds like a fun experiment to do. Sure. Really owe you one. With any luck, the X-rays should be well and truly exterminated. There is now the matter of changing the soil, of course, and taking measures to prevent future infestations. But thanks to you, the Halo is on the road to recovery. Charlotte there, do you still have misgivings about your reassignment? None of us are upset by the idea of you taking charge of Halo. The only thing that matters is how you feel about taking up the position. If this isn't the life you want, it's not too late to change your mind, you know? Thanks, but I think I'll be just fine. It's always been my dream to give back to the community that raised me. The way I see it, I've just been given a more direct opportunity to do so. I only needed a little time to come to terms with it, that's all. When I was walking the Ocelani station with Omega, I remembered that I used to make the same trip with someone else. Yippee, probably. I think she used to tell me stories of her homeland. She built this farm so that our people could survive in the outskirts, but I don't think that was ever her dream. Deep down, I think what she wanted more than anything was to rebuild the Tespiani and the station. That's a dream I'd like to see realized, and it can't be done if I'm content to stay here in the outskirts. I don't know for sure what my next steps will be, but I have a lot of ideas. Oh dear. Should the coin keeper be concerned, I wonder? That jacket is nice. Now then, if it weren't for you, we may have never gotten to the bottom of this mystery. At the risk of repeating myself, thank you for helping and for caring. You've helped us more than you'll ever know. And I actually really enjoyed our little trip to the station. Next time I have business out there, you'd better clear your schedule. That's so cute, though. Oh yes, it looks like we're doing pretty fine. It's not great. Like we're having problems for sure, but they're not like bad. I don't think... Yeah, I can't get to this in time. I can make it to here and start this battle and have the others show. $97. That's gonna be... partially awful. But you know what? I believe in us. We're gonna put down one of these. No, you can't yoink him around. I think that is a little problematic. Oh, that's the wrong button. Nice. I guess. There are too many for that. I don't actually have the party. Because I'm outside of party, I'm not gonna be able to get anything from that. So I think that we just continue what we had planned to do. Standard Spectrum die. Spray bottle with your name on it. That seems evil, given that Mikote. But, you know. Hey, I know you. You toured the farms with Her Majesty, right? How about something a little more hands-on? I've been assigned the role of cleaner, and one of my duties is the periodic application of insecticides. Here, I've marked a few areas in need of treatment on your map. Take this extra strength debuggifier and give them a good liberal coating. Let me know when you're done, okay? You know what? Fucking sure. This sounds like... exactly, I think we would want to do. Don't know if the gemstone trader can give us anything. Music that we don't have. Okay. Welcome back. Thank you for handling that, by the way. It will be some time before we need to worry about any all-up sightings, as cleaners were responsible for sanitation, water, waste disposal, and recycling. Even land maintenance, all in the name of keeping our homes free of bacteria. And unlike the entirely artificial Everkeep, we get a lot of bugs here in the outskirts. Trust me, they'll move right in if we let them. Oglops in particular are the worst offenders. They spread disease through the germs they carry, so their extermination is non-negotiable. Problem is, they're genetically predisposed to withstand even the harshest environments, which makes them tough to kill. Personally, I find them kinda cute, but as cleaners, we have a job to do. We'll never be able to eradicate them completely on account of their propensity to breed, but thanks to your hard work, we've a few more moons before we need to worry about them again. Here, for a job well done. Oh, I have to... We'll take the one that is the most money. I need the money. Oh, it's inside. I'm so used to like everything being closed, so I didn't even think about that it might be inside. Natural selection. Paquena has a produce picking problem. Not sure what you're doing here, but I certainly won't look a gift Ronek in the mouth. Could you go and fetch me a vegetable? I should probably explain. I'm trying to plan out my dinner tonight, but for the life of me, I can't decide what to make. It won't be much trouble, I promise you. Go to EPS Hello and speak to Chef Menu. He's bound to have a few seasonal offerings. Okay. We'll see what this person has to say. Aren't you the guest who was touring the farm with Queen Sveen? Is there something I can assist you with? Ah, so Paulina sent you to get produce. You'll certainly find no shortage of that here. This time of year, we have glass gem corn, trolley pumpkins, and sweet potatoes. Take your pick. Select a vegetable. I think trolley pumpkin. Okay. Oh, they have a little description. Judging from the series size, these tubers are sure to be filling. And the glass gem corn. Crowns of corn peek out from within the dried husks. That's like the least interesting one. Those are one of my all-time favorites. I'll bag it up for you here. Thank you. so insanely intense music for a goddamn farm. Welcome back. Did you pick me out something tasty? Yes. Well, I think I did. Excellent. Looks like baked sweet potatoes are on the menu. It's a traditional Yugoslavian dish that's been passed down for generations. Even now, it's fairly popular. Made with our freshly grown vegetables, I feel closer to nature with every bite. Something you won't experience with the food produced in our keep. Anyway, thanks for humoring me. Here, take this. You don't mind ready-made, do you? I don't think I'll be able to participate much in this, but no. I got one gemstone. Is this a chain? It looks like no. Is there a party finder? What are people doing today? Hello Rails Extreme. Extreme. Fond Lost Second Circle Savage. The Unmaking Extreme. Making Extreme. Oh, training No Strat Full Blind. Start hazer warm up. Mistakes are allowed. I feel like I probably shouldn't start there. Cause Fates, Garlemald Fates? 51 to 70 from POTD. Cafe. Club. I don't know what this is. Trade. Social thing. Bar. buying free companies Cerulean tanks for 200k. Then I don't know if that's worth it or not. Then let's see. Barn. Lock duty, which is farm. It is something that I haven't unlocked yet. So could be old content. Yeah, unrestricted party. This is old content. And I think this is variant. I think that's the sign for variant. Yeah, deep dungeon. Oh, that's the sign for variant. Deep dungeon is the tree. Well, that's... You know, that's not bad. People are doing content, and I think that's good. It does worry me occasionally that Chaos is just gonna die completely, and we're all gonna have to move the light. Which I wouldn't mind as much if I could bring the FC and all the things that I already have with me. The problem is, if you want to move data centers, I don't know how this is when they collapse data centers and they're rejoined. I was about to get up and take a break, but there's only like 30 minutes until I'm gonna hop off. So we're just gonna do a couple more quests. We're probably gonna finish here. That way we can start in... Where would that be? Leaving memory. Probably. Or is in need of a hand, preferably one that is armed. Excellent, just what I need. Someone who looks like they know how to kill things. On your way here, did you happen to notice the dense pockets of lightning energy scattered around? These areas have a tendency to attract swarms of monsters. Normally, we have a hunter clear them out, but given that they're short-handed, I should like to hire you for the task instead. The most infested areas are in the northwest and the south. Oh, and a word of warning, try not to fall in. The tingle is most unpleasant. That is fucking amazing. Yeah, dude, just don't fall in the soup. Forehand. Don't fall in the soup. No, we actually need you to come here. One soup cleared. They look so intense, dude. Oh, just over here is the memorials. So that is a thing that happens in Final Fantasy, which is, you know, only due to like the world keeps changing, and I like that a lot. Like physical places in the world. I thought it was here. Am I stupid? Is it further up? Does it not exist after all? Maybe it's back here somewhere. Clear them all out. I take it. Fantastic work. See that there beyond the western shore, the menacing purple glow of the upturned city. We have the storm surge to thank for that. Beyond the western shore. Oh, this thing. This bit. They say a wartime weapon created that gargantuan fount of lightning, and where such energy gathers, so too do monsters tenfold. Compared to something like that, these little chasms seem downright decorative. Still, the monsters are a hazard that cannot go unchecked. Would that we had a more permanent solution. But I digress. Your job here is done, and it is time you were paid for services rendered. Safe travels. Thank you. Yeah, it's like that giant hole there. Mender, you might need to fix my stuff. Can you fix my stuff? 5,000 gil to have my stuff fixed. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. That hurt. Mainly my ego. I can ill afford any delays. Oh, hello there. You're an adventurer, right? Can I interest you in a job? We're supposed to send out the shipment of electrode today, but the courier in charge appears to be taking her sweet time. If our shipment falls behind schedule, it will bring Everkeep's factories to a screeching halt. I have to stay and handle things here, so could you go and tell the courier she has a job to do, please? Given her obsession with technology, like as not, you'll find her wherever there's a clear view of the bucket elevator. She may not hear your route, so give her a poke if you need to. So that's this way. Chicken. Oh. Would you look at that? Mop. I'm missing a bunch of sites and clues here. Maybe we do those on Friday or something, just to like wind down. What a beauty. Captivated courier does not appear to have noticed you. Perhaps a small poke will get her attention. Bob. Hello. Ah, can I help you? Ah, you're here about the delivery. Oh god, it's delivery. I was so interrupted watching the elevator that I must have lost track of time again. I admit I never get sick of seeing it in action. The hover cargo we use is great and all, but I mean it can't possibly compare it to the sheer scale of. No, can't start rambling now. Sorry, I better get back to work. Also, that here, like, isn't that like just actually called a princess cut? Originally, like, we don't have anyone else nearby with the same haircut. I ran it for a bit when we were doing tanking stuff in Bolstrom. Thanks for the assistance. Much as I can appreciate the fellow enthusiast of our technology, I can't allow it to impact our work. The electrode we excavate here is a lifeline for Everkeep, and I do mean that quite literally. This precious resource is used to create all manner of things, from daily necessities to heavy machinery. So you can imagine how a single hitch in the supply chain risks a ripple effect of chaos. Anyway, here's a little something for your trouble. Okay, now we go find the weapons. Are they here? No, they're defective sentries though. Where the fuck are they? Ah, here we go. Found them. It's like Otis's sword and God damn. Sword Ultra. I think it's really cute that you can go out there and find like the memorial. The gold girl set up for them. Oh, we have a quest. Like, we haven't been doing side quests for like the past week and a half. Tony has a potential profitable proposal for you. Hey, you're the one who was looking for a gold ultra. Would you say that you're good at finding things, generally speaking? In that case, you might do well as a reforger. Our job is to hunt for things that can be repurposed. Care to give it a try? Take a look around the ruins to the south, and if you find anything of value, I'll see you duly compensated. Okay. That seems fun. They are still at it, dude. No debris. Debris indeed. Dig through the mountain of debris, but you find only shapeless planks of wood and non-functional electro. That is unfortunate. This is bad. A lot more battle capable than I expected, honestly. Broken street lamp. It's having a broken street lamp, but it's already been harvested for parts. Evidently, someone has beaten you to the punch. I hate that there is only a line. These insane insanely angry areas. Like, why? I understand that it's quests like these that make it so you go out here and look for stuff. And that no one would be looking for stuff out here. Because, like, that's not how people work. You don't go looking for stuff when there isn't stuff to do. As you patiently come through the shadow wreckage, gleam catches your eye and you pull up a silver necklace. It's unlikely you'll find anything more of value here. Return to Weston and prize him of your discovery. Welcome back. Find anything? Well, yes and no. Oh, see that engraving? It's the Alexandrian coat of arms, and just look at the shape. How old is this thing? Must have belonged to someone who lived in the old city generations ago. In any case, an impressive find, especially for your first try. You, my friend, will make an excellent reforger. Here, take this payment for a job well done. Bop. So, we can theoretically make a bunch of money on No, I'm not gonna piss them off. I'm gonna go to solution 9 and we're just gonna vibe out for a bit. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We cleaned 2 zones though. This place is so incredibly pretty. I assume that if we do all the yellow quests here, they are all within here, with the exception of this Wizen Testimony. Wizen Testimony is the Hildebrand stuff. But yeah, we have to Unlost World. We need to figure out how. Oh yeah, Skydeep Senate Inner Chamber. So we have to go Tural dirigible landing. Oh, we can put that. I actually have an idea for where to put that. Let's see the fruits of our labor. I'm wondering if I might be undercut here. Right. 758. Oh. 758. House is I'm still the cheapest, and I've been I haven't been undercut. $22, 73. We could, in theory, start opening these boxes and put them up for sale. We also have to be a little careful with those. Those price adjustments, because you don't want to be off market board for so long that you hit the time when someone who would be buying gets to buy while your stuff is off market. Because that's the thing. If you're in here adjusting your price, which we are right now. All these items aren't up for sale. 3640. Okay. That makes sense. 2997, sure. 8,000, sure. Yeah, see, you're now selling items on the Toledo markets. Merchant and Mender. Hello. Let's do... Here is that. Oh, that occupies the same. No, it actually goes outside. Just barely. Neat. This is a place to get some gear, like some filler gear. No. I want to use this place to... sell all the stuff that I... don't need. And then we're gonna move these over. I don't know how much food I actually need to hold on to. We're also really close to making back another million. Obviously, this needs to contain like 350,000 or so before I feel comfortable taking the million out. But also, we're making some money doing all these quests. Sure, it's like, I don't know, 6,800 gil per 10 quests or whatever. But yeah, Skydeep, Senouts, this is where we're going next. And to get to here, we have to start in Tural. We hop on the dirigible. We fly the dirigible to Yoctel. We go from Yoctel to here. We go from here to here. We go from here to here. And boom. This top is so cute. But I think it's a store item. Also, I want one of these. For no other reason than I can. I have one of these. But I really want those in this. That is cool. Oh, that's a fun thing. Little shepherd. Chunky cat. Nossian short hair. Thieving. Well, not really, but kinda. Sandfox. And they're a German Shepherd. Inferior Fairy. Poo-poo. No way. Wait, I need to find that. Shit. Right. This is an end game activity zone, so there is no. There's no market board here. Oh, it's so stupid. I don't understand why. Is this like a World of Warcraft thing or something? Where we see that is a minion I have. Where the fuck did I get that? Here apparently there's a holy shit, how many birds? Micro crow, that's a good alternative. Right, the animals are at the beginning. It's a new world, and it's a global critter. It was brought over to Arizona by American sailors, inquisitive and enthusiastic, and stands ever ready to embark on an adventure with you. Never says no to a spot of frolicking. Okay, so no hint on where it comes from. Sick. I really wish that that was a thing that happened here. If you like, you saw someone's minion. Like, why isn't there an inspect that tells you where the fuck it's from? Like, why do we, or even better, why don't we have like a rewards activity list? So you see a cool thing, you can just look it up and it'll tell you. If you have it unlocked, it'll tell you, oh, it's a possible reward from this activity. And if you don't have the activity unlocked, it'll just say, I don't know, as it does for like literally anything else. Let's check the XP downstairs. I think these are like somewhat hard. Yeah. So it might be worth starting these now. I don't think we can do more than like 3. I think it's 1 every 2 levels. But it gives a lot of XP, so it might be worth it. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I wasn't feeling too hot today, so I was late. Oh, the Shopify. The Shopify match is about to begin. I don't know if they're on second stream or not. Twitch. We're on main, it looks like.
Honestly, like those two in the middle that you're talking about, I think are going to be so fun to watch. Those are a 2-1 team.
So I can't raid into here because we're too low on viewers tonight. There's a minimum limit of 5 because that's what standard is. But yeah, go there. Up their numbers. Watch Shopify Gold be awesome, and I will catch you all for something tomorrow. Good luck. Goodbye.